first edition of UATV Channel 3 Sports. I'm Brandon Mejia.
And I'm Claudette Pattison. This is our first show of the year, so thanks for tuning in. We've got a lot to cover tonight, so let's kick it off with your weekend action.
Well, what a wild weekend it was, and we'll start with the Wildcats as they welcome number 9 UCLA for College Game Day. UCLA would go on to defeat Arizona 56-30, leaving starting quarterback Anu Solomon and middle linebacker Scooby Wright on the injury report for this week. As the regular baseball season comes to an end, the fight for October begins. With several teams still in contention, this is how the AL playoff picture looks. The Kansas City Royals and Toronto Blue Jays have locked in their spots for the Fall Classic, and with a number of contenders for the AL wildcard, 5 teams remain mathematically eligible for the top 2 spots in the wildcard. The National Field looks to be set, with the Mets and Dodgers set to face a trio of NL Central opponents comprised of the Cardinals, Pirates, and the upstart Cubs. Big news in football as 5-time Pro Bowler and 4-time All-Pro Jared Allen has been traded to the Carolina Panthers as the Chicago Bears look to revitalize their defense. Allen was drafted in 2004 by the Chiefs, who came in as visitors in Week 3's edition of Monday Night Football.
And speaking of some Monday Night Football, last night the Kansas City Chiefs took on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers threw for 333 yards with 5 touchdowns, 3 which were to Green Bay Packers wide receiver Randall Cobb. Rodgers hasn't thrown an interception at home in 19 games, which dates all the way back to 2012. But one big storyline in the game was that the Chiefs finally threw a touchdown to a wide receiver, a 21-game streak snap. Overall, it was a matter of the Packers being able to outplay the Chiefs in all aspects of the game. Green Bay's defense was also dominant, with Clay Matthews having a stellar game, recording a team all-high 2 sacks. The Green Bay Packers defeated Kansas City 38-28, moving the Packers to 3-0 this season.
Well, on to some Arizona athletic action as the U of A women's soccer continues their season. Our very own Claudette Pattison got the inside look at what the girls go through before a game.
Most athletes have pregame routines, and these Wildcats are no different. I talked to junior defensive specialist Hannah Stevens and junior midfielder Lauren Pimento. All of these individual pregame routines have contributed to the success seen this season. For UATV Channel 3 Sports, I'm Claudette Pattison.
So what was it like being out there in the action and seeing them play?
Well, it was really cool to get out there, see how they prepare mentally and physically before a game, and obviously their routines are working. They're 7-1 with 1 tie, and they just defeated their first Pac-12 opponent, Washington.
Alrighty. Well, coming up, we'll talk about U of A volleyball. Don't go anywhere. You're watching UATV Channel 3 Sports.
And welcome back. Now we've got another story on the Arizona Women's Club Volleyball team. UATV sports reporter Brandon Deinzinger went out to practice to get a look on how the team is preparing for a successful season this year.
As the women's club volleyball team commences practice, Coach Welsh has a main goal for the team to be successful this year. The team looks to continue to gel during practice and strive for a championship once the season gets underway. From UATV, this is Brian Danziger, signing off.
Sports reporter Chris Delgado got a deeper look into the sport of equestrian at the University of Arizona as he got a feel for what it's like to go riding along.
The newly recognized club sport of equestrian has been turning heads lately as the average sports fan finds out what has these ladies saddling up.
We compete through an international...
Riding this particular horse, it shows that it not only puts demands on the riders, but also on the horses themselves. Reporting for UATV Channel 3 Sports, I'm Chris Delgado.
For more information on equestrian, feel free to like their Facebook page at University of Arizona Equestrian Team.
How about Chris Delgado on that horse?
Right? He looks like a natural out there almost.
Now don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this commercial break with more UATV Channel 3 Sports.
Hi, it's David Hasselhoff, the Hoff. Get Hoff with UATV. Stay tuned. Don't change the dial.
I'm Derek Williams. Former U of A Wildcat, you're watching UATV. Don't change the channel.
And again, welcome back. You're watching UATV Channel 3 Sports. Thanks for tuning in to our first show of the year. We're excited to continue with the show and an inside scoop on the Arizona Ultimate Frisbee team. Sports reporter Arturo Robles went out to the Bear Down field to talk to some of the guys and get a feel for the team atmosphere in their upcoming season.
As the Ultimate Frisbee team opens the season, practicing every Tuesday and Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m. on Bear Down Field, Captain John Pentanilla explains to us how the game of Ultimate Frisbee team. Signing out for UATV Channel 3, I'm Arturo Robles.
I think it's cool to see how many guys are out there. I had no idea that many guys were involved with Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see it making a name for itself on campus.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look ahead to this week's upcoming games for Arizona. The 11-3 women's volleyball team looks to get their 12th win of the season against Stanford tomorrow night and will wrap up the home series against California Friday, October 2nd. Be sure to follow U of A men's tennis as they head to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the ITA Men's All-American Championship starting October 3rd. And on Saturday, be sure to tune in to the U of A football as they head to California to face number 18, Stanford. And that'll do it for UATV Channel 3 Sports. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember to like our page on Facebook and check out our YouTube channel at UATV3.
Tune in again next week for more updates and recaps on all of your U of A sports. For UATV Channel 3 Sports, I'm Claudette Pattison.
And I'm Brandon Mejia. Good night, everyone.